Hello again. My name is Maria. This is May 24, 2020, and this is Lab 3 video result for Bio 225 Microbiology. So with this experiment, I actually had a little bit better results. As you can see, there was a lot of yeast that grew, which I'm very happy about. I actually really did like this one, only because you could actually see the results versus Lab 2. So the yeast for me was a little bit hard in the sense that it took a while for it to actually froth. I kind of had to do at least 3 times, had to do it 3 times before I actually started frothing in order for me to use it, which was a little bit frustrating. This time around, I felt a little bit more confident with the experiment because it was like the second, actually the third, because first it was the culturing and the colonizing of the Lab 2, and then it was this one. But anyways, I felt a little bit more confident. I tried triple checking, making sure that I was doing the correct things. I had the printed forms of the Lab 2, as I did with this one, but again, I don't know, maybe it was the fact that it was just one, like the fungi was only one, it wasn't the 3 from last time, so it was better for me to focus on exactly what I was doing, and I felt like the instructions were a little bit more up front. And I think there was visuals. So for me, visuals are a way for me to make sure that I know I'm doing it correctly. So explain whether your experiment was successful and whether you obtained the expected results. Again, yes. Again, with this, it was as expected, which is great. Very happy with the results. And then explain how your experiment results apply to real life. So again, definitely the temperature of, that I was able to put in the experiment in, and the environment helped a lot to help it grow. So I guess in real life, we can see, I guess in baking, because how I had to mix the yeast into the water, I believe that's something that is done prior to, baking, mostly bread. So this helps ensure that there's, the flour, rises. I believe you have to leave it out for a couple of days in order to make sure that it is a healthy yeast. I think maybe that would be with sourdough, if I'm not mistaken, because one of my friends tried making it and I just remember seeing her videos on it. That's how she was trying to cultivate the yeast to a perfect, perfect growth, temperature, in order for her to make sure that her brick came out correctly, which it did. So I guess that would have to be something that I would compare it to in real life, that yeast is used for cooking and it has to be active. And I also learned that too because I had to search when I was mixing the yeast in Lab 2, that in order for the yeast to grow, it has to be active. And I also found videos that showed whether you could tell that the yeast is active or it's inactive. Inactive is when you pour the water and nothing happens. Of course, active is when it starts frothing. So this is a way to see whether it can be used or not. So describe any experimental errors that occurred and how these might be avoided. I honestly think I did an okay job. Well, maybe not okay. I think I did a pretty good job, in the sense that I had got the results that I wanted. I was a bit more confident in doing this lab versus Lab 2. That was kind of frustrating, but again, I'm happy with these results. Something that I could say I did. Let me see. I'm thinking back. no, I mean, I can't really think of anything that I could have possibly done better. Especially because it was, like, again, it was so straightforward. I think I did a pretty good job in this specific lab. Thank you.